Moving on, activists leading the charge against femicide cases in Kenya have intensified their efforts to address the pressing issue of violence against women in the country. This as they held their Dark Valentine campaign at the University of Nairobi this evening, aimed at raising awareness and taking concrete steps to end femicide following recent tragic cases. Kate and Diego spoke with some of them and filed this report.
In the ongoing battle against femicide in Kenya, activists are not only shedding light on the issue, but also actively working to put an end to it. With the Dark Valentine campaign tonight, these dedicated individuals are rallying support and mobilizing efforts to tackle the source of violence against women in the nation. Kerry Mwita, a passionate youth advocate from Naya, Kenya, articulated the significance of the Dark Valentine theme and how it aligns with the broader goal of combating gender-based violence.
I envisage femicide to be, it's actually the killing of women because of their gender. So basically perpetrators are taking advantage of a vulnerable group simply because maybe they cannot speak up for themselves. And so femicide is basically killing women because of their gender, as I've mentioned. And it's something that has been so rampant over the recent past, and our call for action is just so strong that we need to act and do so now by bringing various stakeholders to end this menace.
Meanwhile, Deborah Monari, an advocate with Nguvu Change Leaders, provided an analysis of the impact of last week's marches held across various cities in Kenya.
And a lot of people are informed that femicide is a thing, and more people are joining the movement to stop this. Because in the past, I think most people just see someone is dead, someone has been killed, but you don't really put a name to it, you don't recognize it as a very distinct crime. And this is one of the things that we are pushing for, to change some policies, have legal reforms to identify femicide as a very distinct crime that is very hateful, very misogynistic in nature, so that we can have in place a way to punish the perpetrators. And with the Dark Valentines also that we are celebrating, I don't know to call it celebrating, it's the Dark Valentines event today. As you can see, we are in all black also, in honor of our sisters that have been lost to this, and the list is long.
During their disclosure, the activists pinpointed key factors contributing to femicide, offering valuable insights into the complex dynamics at play. They emphasized the critical role of education in preventing femicide, advocating for a proactive approach to educating young men through one of their themes: we should educate our sons.
We need to educate these young men. As I mentioned earlier, social media, there's a lot of pressure to blend in, and when people are making these ignorant comments, what is this young boy who's reading them thinking? It's okay if I rough up someone, if it's okay if I murder someone because they, for instance, I don't know, they don't want me, or they dumped me, or I took them out for dinner and I feel like it's a waste of money, so I have a right to murder them. It's the little things that people normalize. So we need to educate people and tell them that this is wrong, this is actually not correct.
Kerry, who is also a law student, highlighted the legal measures being taken against perpetrators of femicide, underlining the importance of accountability within the justice system. Deborah highlighted the often overlooked relationship between mental health issues and femicide, calling for greater awareness and support for mental well-being initiatives.
Mental health, I believe, has a very strong connection to femicide. Let's look at, first of all, this person who feels like the best next course of action for whatever has triggered him is to murder a whole human being, and just because they are a woman. So there's something wrong there. There's a process that has been disrupted in this person. Perhaps, I don't know, they grew up in a toxic culture, surrounded by that kind of enabling of violence. Perhaps they also grew in a violent household, and they never got that trauma taken care of, and they feel like this is normal, or they have hatred towards women.
As they chart their next steps in the campaign against femicide, the activists invite individuals to join their cause and become part of the team that aims to promote a safe space for women in the community at large. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, my name is Kate and Diego.